Hi, welcome to another episode of 2 Minutes on Tuesday. I'm Sam Miller of RE/MAX Stars Realty, and this week's topic is going to be geared towards sellers, homeowners. So a question that I get asked frequently, especially when the house goes under contract, where we've signed a contract with a buyer to buy your house. The seller will ask me often, do we need to keep paying our mortgage payment, or can we stop paying now that the house is sold? It's a great question. And if this is your first house, it's a very valid question too. The answer is you definitely want to keep making your mortgage payment and make sure those payments are made on time. And the reason is it could complicate things for you if you don't. You got to remember, just because you've signed a purchase contract to sell your house doesn't mean your house is sold. In fact, the mortgage company doesn't know that you've got a contract on your house. So whoever you have your loan with, they don't know that at that time. So they're expecting to receive their monthly mortgage payment. And any payment you make obviously adjusts your balance. So don't hold back thinking you're saving money by not paying that payment. Because if you don't pay the payment, especially if you're trying to buy another house, it could complicate things because it's going to show up as a late pay on your credit if you didn't pay your mortgage. And then you have an explanation to do with your mortgage company, and sometimes it can ding your credit and pull your credit down. And it never looks good if you haven't made a mortgage payment and then a month later you're trying to buy a house. Or at the same time you're selling, trying to buy another home. So you definitely want to pay that payment. Now, a couple other things that are important to know. When the house is sold, when it's closed, if you have an escrow account where your taxes or maybe your taxes and insurance are built into your monthly payment, once the house is sold, the title company will wire or mail your mortgage payoff to your mortgage company or bank that has your home loan. And then once they receive that check and that wire transfer to pay the house off, they'll zero out, they'll process your loan, and they'll zero out your balance. And then the monies that are in your escrow account, in most cases, you will receive that money back in the mail within 30 days or less. Now, it's important once the house is sold for you to update your mortgage company or your bank and let them know what your new address is, because they don't know where you're moving. So they're gonna send your escrow proceeds back to you, but they'll probably send it to the mailing address they have on file, which is probably the house address of the home you just sold. And the problem is, if they send it there and you haven't set up a forwarding address, it becomes a little bit of a challenge, and that check may bounce around and not make it to you. So make sure you let the bank or the mortgage company of your current loan know once the house is sold where they should send your escrow monies to. Now, something people forget to do often, because they have their homeowner's insurance built in their monthly payment after the home sells and closes, some people think, well, I don't need insurance on the home anymore. The bank's going to take care of it. And the truth is they don't. It's up to you to contact your homeowner's insurance company and let them know you've sold the property and then need to make the arrangements to terminate that insurance or cancel that policy. And it's not a bad idea to talk to your insurance agent before closing and let them know the house is being sold and get their opinion on, do you just leave the policy in place until that time, or do you eventually convert it to a rental policy, or are they going to quote you a policy on a new property that you're buying? So it's a good idea to do that in advance if you can, and hope this helps. I'm Sam Miller, RE/MAX Stars Realty. If you have questions, feel free to call us, 740-397-7800. Have a good one. Until next week, bye.